The European Ombudsman is an EU institution, an independent institution. It was first agreed to in the Maastricht Treaty in 1992, when the EU agreed on EU citizenship. And the European Ombudsman is an institution that fits into this context. So it is an institution to which citizens can directly turn to. So we, as an institution, we can deal with complaints from citizens, residents of the EU, of EU countries, member states, but also of businesses that are resident in the EU or organizations. And the European Ombudsman, in the history of this institution, there have been three European Ombudsmen. The first one was Jacob Söderman, a Finnish ombudsman. Then as the second European ombudsman was Nikiforos Diamandouros, a Greek ombudsman. And currently, already for about 10 years, with more than 10 years, there's Emily O'Reilly. And this issue of the transparency of EU decision making and of legislative decision making has really been a priority for Emily O'Reilly. And she has conducted inquiries into that issue. A number of inquiries, but I think that the centerpiece of that work was an own initiative inquiry that she launched in 2017 with the Council of the EU. And in that inquiry, we looked into various decision-making processes and how the Council, so where you have the representatives of the different EU member states convening into working parties, how they prepare the positions of the Council when they afterwards start negotiating with other EU institutions, with the Parliament and with the Commission. And what we found in that inquiry is that the practice in these different working parties differs, and that some of them didn't register certain documents and others did. That some of them did not register the positions of member states. And the Ombudsman made proposals to improve that. In the end, the Ombudsman also wrote a special report to the European Parliament presenting her findings as regards this inquiry with the Council of the EU, and the Parliament then endorsed it. But it gives you a flavor of how the Ombudsman can advocate for greater transparency in EU decision making. So she has as one of her key instruments, so to speak, the possibility to launch an inquiry. She can do that either based on a complaint from complainants, citizens or businesses or organizations, or at her own initiative, if she has a suspicion that something is wrong or if there's room for improvement. And so based on such an inquiry, she can then talk to other actors, so for example, the European Parliament, and to try and find, let's say, allies in the push for certain change or for greater transparency.